Hi everyone, it's good to see everyone again and welcome to Loucas. It's that time of year again where we now need to prepare your tax returns. So in case anyone doesn't know me by now, my name's James and I'm one of the senior managers here at Loucas. So to make your life easier and our life a little bit easier to sort of try and speed up the tax return process, we've prepared this form for you, which you should have all received via email. If you have not received it, please get in contact with us and we'll get this resent to you. Let me show you this form. It's pretty self-explanatory, but as I say, please don't feel threatened by it. If you've got any questions, pick up the phone, drop us an email. We're more than happy to help you with this. It makes all our lives easier. So let me give you a little display on how to complete this for you. You should now all be able to see this form. It helps us collect the data for your tax return. And as I say, it helps us update your records as well to ensure that we're holding accurate records and data for you. And we can also update HMRC from you. Very simple, all yes and no questions. If you say yes to any of the questions, another box will appear asking you for further information. So as I say, if you've moved house within the last 12 months, all you do is click yes and type in your new address so the records can be updated. If it's a no, straight on to the next question. So do you have any self-employed income? It's another pop-up box. So here in this section, you can either upload it to us or you may have already sent the records in the post to us. It gives you the option to upload documents for income expenditure and you can get this completed and over to us. You may not want to use the upload box. Still feel free to send over via email or in the post to us. And, at the end of the day, we want to work around you and make your life as easy as possible. But it just gives you an option if you want to sort of try this, then go ahead and do this for us and get it sent over. Again, everything's pretty self-explanatory. Do you have any income as an employee? Where it will ask if you've got a P60 or P45. If you say yes, it'll give you an option, whether it's a digital copy or a physical copy. If it's a digital copy, it'll give you the option to upload this direct to us. And again, if it's a physical copy, it'll give you the option to upload again, which you can take a picture on your phone and get that sent over to us. Another one is, have you made any personal pension contributions during the year? This is quite important in tax return as it can increase the basic rate band and help you pay tax at a lower rate. So if you have made any personal pension contributions, just hit yes, tell us how much you contributed, and that we can enable that to go in the tax return for you and help you save a little bit of tax. Have you received any bank interest during the year? Yes or no. Again, if you hit yes, it will ask for further details, the name of the bank, how much interest you've received, and if there's any further information you want to add on there. Sometimes you'll get tax deducted, sometimes it's paid net, or it's just a gross amount. So sometimes just enter any additional information you feel might be relevant to that. If you've got more than one bank account, you can add as many as you like. Just click add additional, and you can just type away in there. So if we put Lloyd's in there and you received £100 interest and NatWest in this one, then you received £1,000 interest and that was paid net after tax. So if you put the information in there, then we can sort of make sure that's dealt with correctly. Again, if you've got hard documents and you prefer to send the end of year statement, please feel free to do that and we can just get that put on the tax return for you. Dividends is another interesting one. You may have interest or shares in other companies. Some of you may have a portfolio of investments. So usually at the end of the year, they give you an end of year investment statement where it tells you how your investments have performed during the year and whether you received dividends. So if you could let us know if you've got any statements which you can forward over and we can make sure that the dividends are accounted for. Again, you might be a director in a company or a shareholder which you receive a dividend from. So if you let us know what company the dividend was paid from and the amounts you received during that sort of tax year from the 6th of April 2024 to the 5th of April 25, and we'll get this added in your tax return for you. Another little thing that people tend to forget about is charitable donations, as these qualify for gift aid and again increase the basic rate tax band for you. So if you've made any charitable donations, please hit yes and let us know the charity and the amounts you donated during the year so we can ensure this is included on the tax return for you. So we're moving on to sort of other income that you might have received during the year. If you're receiving a pension, this is included as taxable income, which we need to account for. State pensions, private pensions. So let us know the amounts who you received your pension from during the year, whether you've received a P60. If you haven't, then let us know the amounts. And if you have received a P60, just hit yes, and it will give you the option to upload on there for you. Sometimes you may have received other taxable state benefits during the year, so please let us know what state benefits you've received if it's applicable, and we can make a decision on whether this needs to be included in your tax return. So if you hit yes, it asks who it's been paid from and the amount, so let us know the detail in there. Job seekers allowance, things like that, disability benefit, and just enter the amounts, and then you're better to give us the information and let us make the decision rather than assuming that we don't need to know about it and it's not included in your tax return, and then the tax return's not dealt with correctly. So please, I stress, just let us know the information and we can make a decision and make sure the tax return is completed accurately. So child benefit during the year is another one that we need to include in your tax return. When you hit a certain threshold, which I believe this year it is 60 to 80,000, you need to start paying back the child benefit. And this is dealt with on the highest earners tax return. And then we put the figure on the tax return and it calculates how much needs to be paid back if you're earning over 60,000. So you're best to provide the information, even if you're not the highest earner, and we can have a look at it for you and sort of confirm this and ensure that you're paying back the child benefit correctly during the year. You just hit yes, enter the amount, and it also asks the question, are you the high earner for the child benefit charge in the household? If you've got any student loans, we need to make sure this is included in your tax return and the type of student loan plan you've got. So if you can just let us know yes or no, whether it's type 1 or type 2. If you don't know what type of plan it is, then just let us know and we can look into this for you. So you may have a rental property and you receive rental income during the year. So let us know this information as it needs to go in your tax return. Again, you can upload the documents on here to make it easier for you, or you can sort of email it over to us, send it in the post. As I say, we're quite easy in how we deal with the information. We want to work with you. So just get us over the information, have a chat with us, and we can get that in to make sure that that's all included in the tax return for you. If there's any other income that we haven't stated during the year, we've got a question for that. So if you just hit yes there, you might have received something. So let us know. One of the classic examples is people may have received, inheritance from someone, so they just want to make sure whether that needs to be included in the tax return. So just enter it in there and let us know. So again, we can check to see whether that needs to be included in the tax return or not. The majority of the time, does not need to be included, but you're best to sort of check with us and let us make the decision for you, so we're not missing anything off the tax return. So whether you've had any investments that you've disposed of during the year, any capital disposals, things like a property, whether you've had assets, shares in companies which you've sold in your investment portfolio. So let us know what they are by hitting the yes button, and let us know the information, or whether you've got any documents you can upload to it, so we can put that on there and ensure that capital disposal, any gains or losses on it, are dealt with correctly. Even if it's a loss, let us know, because we can carry that loss forward into future years, which can be offset against future capital gains. Okay, another bit of information which we might require from you, whether you've made any enterprise investment schemes, investments during the year, or venture capital trust investments. What should happen is, if you have, you should get issued a tax certificate. So if you click on yes on here, you can upload these certificates. You get quite a bit of tax relief if you have made these. So please let us have the certificate so we can sort of offset this for you. And finally, what can sometimes happen is you may have received a refund from HMRC, which HMRC haven't notified us about, which we want to make sure that we've got the tax figure accurate on your tax return. So if you have received any tax returns, maybe you were on PAYE and you've overpaid tax via PAYE and HMRC have issued a refund to you, you can let us know, so we're not telling you that you're going to get another refund because you've already received it. So again, please just hit the yes button, let us know the date, the amount, and any further details that might apply to that. And if you feel there's anything else you want to add to this, please let us know, whether it's a callback, sort of discuss anything you're not sure about on the form, or there's other items that you feel might be relevant which we haven't included on there. Let us know. And then all you have to do is submit, and we'll get the completed form and we can take the tax return there for you. So thank you very much for your time. As I say, got any questions, please feel free to get in contact, and anyone here at Loucas will be more than happy to help. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you.